Hey, what's going on there, YouTube world? Listen, I just had to give my rebuttal, man, for the new Guardians of the Galaxy that's coming out next month. And I gotta admit that I was like one of them fans that I'm like everybody else. I'm like, oh my God, this movie is like so cool. Um, and I have to agree with everybody out there. I mean I've read the early movie critics reviews of it, and Guardians of the Galaxy is shaping up to be a damn good ass. But just a damn good sci-fi, outer space movie. Of course, when you're dealing with a talking raccoon and a talking tree, but just the way that they made it. It looks so damn cool. I can't even really express how good of this movie I'm getting my words fucked up. I can't even express how good of a movie that this movie is gonna be, man. Like Guardians of the but see, actually, when Kevin Feige, the producer of the Marvel movies like Thor and Cap and Iron Man and everything and the Avengers, when he first announced Guardians of the Galaxy, I never read Guardians of the Galaxy, but thanks to Wikipedia, I went home and got on Wikipedia and began to read about the individual characters like Star Lord and Drax and Gamora and Groot and Rocket and Yondu and even Ronan the Accuser and Nebula. I was like, you know what, man? And here's the thing about it. See, the only character that I worried about them getting right was Rocket, because Rocket is he's a CG character. But then again, I'm thinking like, well, you know what? When I look at other franchises like Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, and we know how much of a brilliant job Peter Jackson did bringing Golem on the screen through motion capture and CGI. That's for for all of you people that are not computer geeks. That stands for computer generated image. And of course they turned Golem into a beloved character from Lord of the Rings and of course The Hobbit. Then of course they did the same thing with Yoda from Star Wars. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, but my younger brother is, so I was able to see a little bit of scenes with Yoda from the Star Wars movies. And I don't know how much motion capture they did for that for that character in the movie, but I know the CG part, the CGI part was of course, they nailed it on the head. So when I began to think, I said, well, we got the technology, cinema-wise, to make a beloved CG character, and I have to admit that Rocket Raccoon from the Guardians of the Galaxy, I think, is probably the best CG character that I have ever seen. Even beyond the Avatar movies, because they use, of course, a lot of motion capture and a lot of, CGI in that movie as well. And Avatar was good, don't get me wrong. But since I'm such a big Marvel fan, and I grew up on Marvel comics, as a child myself, but I have to admit that Guardians of the Galaxy is going to probably be my second favorite Marvel movie besides, behind Iron Man 3. Because right now, Captain America: The Winter Soldier is my favorite, or my second favorite out of Phase 2 of the Marvel movies. But I think Guardians might replace that because, like I said before, and just how brilliantly James Gunn brought that character of Rocket to life and make him and he's making him a believable character, with real emotions and Rocket. And I told people, even my friends in college, I said, look, I'm rooting for Rocket. Rocket is going to be my number one guy in Guardians. And, with Bradley Cooper voicing him, which I thought that was also a stroke of genius on Marvel part to cast Bradley Cooper to voice Rocket. Man, look. And I've been all over social media, Facebook and Twitter. Man, look. All I can say is, if you don't go see Guardians of the Galaxy when they come out on the 1st, you're a moron. If you do not see Guardians of the Galaxy, unless you behind in some bills or a family member gets sick or something like that, I can understand that. But if you ain't got nothing else to do on the 1st of next month, if you don't go see Guardians of the Galaxy, you are a moron. And I hope that for all psychological studies that they do with humans like us, with psychological things, I hope they use that movie as a psychological way of knowing people who are crazy from people who are not crazy, because it's like, if you don't like Guardians of the Galaxy, you're kind of messed up in the head. Like, I mean, there's something really mentally wrong with you. You should go get it checked out. But yeah, I'm just giving my review of it, man, and I have to admit that I am very excited. I mean, I haven't been this excited to go see a movie since, of course, Iron Man 3. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a big Iron Man fan, and the way, of course, Robert Downey Jr. brought that character to life, And I'm one of them guys that I'm pulling for Iron Man 4. I want to see Robert Downey Jr. come back for another Iron Man movie, even though I know it's not in his previous Marvel contract right now, which I think sucks. But I think that they should bring back Robert Downey Jr. for another Iron Man movie, absolutely. I mean, honestly, I know this may sound kind of selfish, but I wouldn't mind seeing Robert Downey Jr. play that role to the day he drops dead off this earth. I know that may sound, because I know an actor doesn't want to just be remembered for just one role. They want to be, known for many roles that they do, which that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But I'm one of them fans out there hoping that Robert Downey Jr. stays on in the role of Tony Stark, Iron Man. Same thing with Tom Hiddleston playing Loki in the Thor movies. And I'm like the only person that's been wondering where's Loki's solo movie at? Like we already got 2 Thors. You know what I'm saying? Where's my boy Loki movie at? Where's Loki movie at? Like I'm up here like, and I've even jumped on Tom Hiddleston's Twitter page saying, hey man, where's Loki movie at? I mean, we got 2 Thor movies already. Where's your movie at? But then people tell me, they can't make a movie with the bad guy being the main character, and I'm like, man, come on, man. People love Tom Hiddleston in that role of Loki, man. So I'm like, where's his solo movie at? I mean, because honestly, to be real with you out there, all the people out there on Facebook and Twitter and anybody who's going to see this video, I only like Thor because of Loki. Which means, like, if they would have took Loki out of the Thor movie, I mean, I would still have it, but, I mean, Thor is not my favorite Avenger. Of course, like I said, Iron Man is. Anybody who knows me knows Iron Man is my favorite Avenger. So, with all of that being said, but once again, congratulations to James Gunn. I mean, he hit the nail out the park with Guardians of the Galaxy. Kevin Feige, once again, he's, congratulations to this Marvel period, man. Like, y'all done a damn good job bringing this movie to the big screen. And I'm one of the many fans out there that's counting the days down for Guardians to come out, man. Like, so yeah, like I said before, if you don't go see Guardians when it come out, next month, you're an idiot. You're an absolute moron. But, be cool, YouTube and everything, and go see the movie. Go see Guardians of the Galaxy when it come out. Like I said, unless you have a death in the family or somebody's sick, or you might be having, unless it's something, life-threatening or something, there is no reason for you not to go see Guardians. Go see Guardians. That movie is going to be badass. Be cool, YouTube.